you drop things from your file? From your file?
Yeah, if you go to...
Oh, I see.
So you can get Dropbox, you get from the drive.
So it has to be online?
No, you can. If you press that, and it actually comes up in the browser. So rather than having to download it again, you can actually view the file, as long as it's a fairly standard file, you can actually view it in the browser. Carry on. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because this one is quite a demanding site to get lots of bits and pieces done. The next one is a video editing site. Now, you've probably all come across video editing sites before, but this one is slightly different because it is collaborative. Unfortunately, it's not real-time collaborative, which will make it perfect, but you can actually get lots of accounts using it, and you can share videos, but also you can share the editing process as well. So as long as somebody else isn't editing at the same time, you can get the students to edit it at home or in class, and it's omnipresent. Ooh. Who recognises that sound?
Twitter.
Yeah, well, it's Twitter. Right. I'm actually trying to watch UK and chat at the same time. Right, so this one here, I should have, again, set up accounts for you. So if you'd like to sign in with the same details, so it should say email address you have before, the same password. So you should have a screen which looks something like that once you've logged on. If you want to create your own accounts now, you're more than welcome to do so, but I'm going to use the ones that I painstakingly set up for you. What, 2 o'clock in the morning was it? Right, so you've all got fresh accounts. You don't have any projects on it yet, but you can share projects, but you can also share videos as well. So if you'd like to create a new video project, you need to go to description, which I'm going to very intelligently call and create, and description, be insightful. Our deadline, because it's collaborative, you can set a deadline, which then frantically sends out emails when it's not actually being completed. So again, it's quite good for nagging children to do their work if that were needed. Right, so you don't have any files on it at the moment, but you can get them from various different places. If I go to dashboard, and again, I'm going to leave you to play with this for a few minutes in a second. So, you can add videos to it by uploading them, and they appear there. You've also got a media library, and again, you can upload them, so you can upload to a computer, or you can get things from various places. You can also use photos, very similar to how you do on things like Windows Movie Maker, so for those people who've used that, or the live version. So it's very similar, except, and here's a word for you, it's all in the cloud. So, if I was to upload, let's see what Mark's got on his computer, I'm probably going to regret this. This is Mark's computer. Very privileged. Okay, right. Come on, Microsoft, have you got a default file for me? Got wildlife? No, he's deleted it. That's no fun. Right, anyway, so I'm going to skip on for that one because I don't know how many videos to upload to show you really easily. But it is a fantastic website. My children were making bee movies about a year ago now, and we had all sorts of cutlery coming down on pieces of string and being welded together and making all sorts of interesting movies. So I'm going to skip on for that one. Is there a tweeter in the room? Right, this is probably my favourite resource at the moment. It's called Real-Time Board. It was actually updated this morning, so I'm hoping it's all going to work okay. Because when I was trying to painstakingly log you on, it was having a bit of a wobbly. So again, same password, same email address, if you can use that again. Now this, if it works, is fantastic. Now, our school has a partner school in China, and because the time difference is quite substantial, it's 7 hours at the moment, it's British summertime, I'm quite often there at ridiculous times in the morning or in the evening, actually teaching children live using this website. So it is what it says on the tin. It is a real-time whiteboard. And it's more than that because you can upload media, you can upload all sorts of different things to it. Of course, if it works.
You're Clevedon 2, not 0.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Thank you. Now, the good thing about this one is that it loads very quickly, unlike that one, but also you can share it with whomever you want to. So if I was to invite people, it's now giving me a code, which I'm going to very quickly turn into a bit.ly link, and hopefully add it to, actually I can't just add it to the wiki, very easy. Actually, I'll put it down there. Right, so if you refresh your page by pressing F5 for the wiki page, if you reset it, hopefully you should now have a link on there. Now the first person on there is probably going to write all sorts of horrible things, so we need to watch very carefully. So, there we go, we have dots. Oh, there we go. So somebody, it's not a Ouija board, I'm not touching it, somebody is writing their name, doing all sorts of things on there. You can change colours, you can change pen size, all sorts of things. And again, it's real time, so lots of you are writing up there at the same time and doing all sorts of A-level worthy artwork there. Yes. What's that? Oh my goodness.
The yellow splodge?
Oh, well, that too, but...
Oh, no, so that.
Okay.
I was trying to do a spiral, but my mouse technique is
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
appalling.
Yeah, not that easy. It's actually not easy on a tablet. Moving swiftly on. Right, I'll come back to that one in a second. But this one here should now be loaded. So, I'm going to create a new board. I'm going to call it Clevedon, and I'm going to invite one person. Hopefully I'm going to invite Clevedon back this time. I'll type standing up. That's my CPD aim of next year, aim to type standing up. Okay, so I'm going to invite a few of you to my board, and you can do it to each other later on. So I'm going to invite number 4. Who's number 4? Okay, and I'm going to invite... who should I invite? I'm going to invite number 7. Who's number 7?
Oh, sorry, I want to spoil that. I'll be here in a moment.
Right, then we'll have number 9 as well. Right, great. And sorry, some of those are invalid.
Excuse me, when we log in, were we supposed to use the number, Clevedon, whatever, as our login?
Yeah.
I've been using number 1.
That's fine. Well, you can use number 1, that's fine. Right, I'm just going to shade the board. Right, okay, great. And I'm going to go for a blank one. And I'm going to start. So, what you should be able to do this one is you can collaborate again in real time. The more people on it gets a bit slow. I have had up to 20 children on it at the same time. Again, this is one I've used with my year 5 and 6 recently. Use the one-click login from Google Apps or Google Drive. You can actually sync your documents with it at the same time. So you can drag your resources onto this site. And again, you can show all sorts of interesting things. So, what have I got? I've got a library with nothing really going on. And, let's see. So I can share with people. I've got a friend. That's nice. Nice, my friend. Okay, so let's do some basics. So I'm going to type something very insightful in the middle here. If it lets me. There we go. So you can see I'm just typing all sorts of interesting things. Now, if I were to connect this with your account, you'll be able to see it at the same time. It comes up instantly on your screen, just like some of the other things we've already seen. And as you can see, it's very weedy. I can zoom in and make it bigger. And the canvas gets as big as that. Also, you can zoom in a lot. That makes it very interesting to use. It does interact really nicely with a interactive whiteboard. So it's quite nice to be able to save lessons, which you can then regurgitate year after year. Surely not. But again, it's really nice to be able to annotate bits and pieces and even share it with the children. You can share it with privileges to edit, or you can do it just for them to have a look at as well. So it's a nice refresher, or if you're flipping your classroom, you can show them what you're planning to do that lesson beforehand, and then they can get on with whatever they need to get on with in the lesson. Okay, I'm going to try and share it with somebody again, so it looks more impressive that way. Right. Friend. Let's get a friend. Right. So number 1, you should have it. Let's do number 6. And number 9. Okay, so if you go back to your dashboard, then it should hopefully be on there somewhere if you want to think of graffiti on a board somewhere. And if you want to have a go and play with it and share it with other people in the room, then be my guest. We'll spend a few minutes on this one. If it's loaded.
Did you say you can link Google Drive?
Yep, so if you go back to the start, the front page, I log out. Let me. It's a single click login. So if you've got Facebook or Google, if you just press that, you can go straight on. My children, they use the single sign-in, so it's nice and easy, and we're on Google Apps for Education. Again, yes, it's fantastic. So all they need to do is be signed in and press that, and it then starts the bar really slowly moving up. There are upgrades to this one, but the upgrades are marginal at best. The free resource is fantastic. The developers, I actually did some beta testing for them, and they told me that the basics are always going to be free. So it's really a fantastic resource. Right, how are we doing for time? Not long. 5 minutes? Okay, that's optimistic. Right, I'm going to show you, what should I show you? Let's do some Crokit. Right, Crokit is a resource which, again, has been upgraded fairly recently. It's one which I found out a year ago, and it's just like you have micro-blogging sites, this is a micro-audio recording site. So you get a 30-second snippet of recording time, which you can then share or embed or do whatever else you want with it. So when I was at home, ill, I could bark my orders at the children through this, and the TA could just press the button. It is another flash site, so it's probably going to ask you for authorization when you first go onto it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know how Mark set up computers. No, it looks like we're okay. So if I now press it and I've got a microphone, I don't know where it is, then hopefully